It's me, Sailor Moon, and it's Serena, and it's me, Sailor Neptune Michelle. And today, well, we're going to talk about something that a lot of Sailor Moon followers out there, you know about, and some of them that might and not know about. But dead. All right. So when my show first came out, and this was in 1909 between 95 YL when it first came out, it was on WB and well, it was on UPN too. Well, it was also on Fox, and it also was on NBC. I don't really. I think maybe even ABC and CBS may have also carried it, but the one thing that all those folk works had did the same thing is that they had to give our show a dead time slot or dead time stead. And what a dead time stead is in a Farsi or folk work is a time where no one's awake or a time where no one's watching it. So that means that there isn't going to be a lot of business wise time being bought there and not going to be a lot of folks watching. Well, it's not like how it is now where you have your DVR, whatever, your filmer, yeah, and you could just film it. Well, back then, either you either had to be awake at that time, or you had to set your film player to film it, and that was about it. Now, why did UPN and WB and even Fox give us those slots? I don't not Stead. I don't know why. There may have been other shows that were on at the time, and they didn't want to have their time shifted for some new upcoming show, which never really, you know, or whatever grounds. That was the only time that Deke could work out a deal with UPN and WB and Fox and whatever, and that was the only time given. Now, cartoon was probably the only folk work at the time to actually give it a 5:30 and the 4:30 in the afterday time stead, which did kind of well for itself in a watch time, but not enough for everybody else to drop it. Well, you're right about that, Sailor Moon. I mean, yeah, later on, USA did pick it up, you know, but this was after UPN and WB and Fox didn't want anything to do with it anymore. And even Cartoon didn't really want anything to do with it anymore until not at that time. So yeah, USA would pick it up, run it for a while, and then even after that, the USA deal would come to an end, and then eventually, Cartoon would then come back in and get the rights to it once again. You know, to work with, to deal with it, and after that, that was it. No one else ever touched it anymore. I mean, yeah. When I mean touched it, I mean it was done after that. Yeah, and of course, WB and UPN, WB, and Fox would eventually get the rights to rerun it again up until 2003 YL when the deal finally did come to an end. And after that, the deal was never renewed again, and it went to what was known as some kind of lockup limbo. But some folks say that the Deacon Cloverway Sailor Moon is fair work, but I don't really believe that. And some say that it's folk like, even though I don't really see any truth to back that up. But why WB and why UPN and WB gave us the dead time instead? I still don't understand it. I mean, if you look at the Power Rangers, they never got any bad time steads for themselves. Even when they first showed up, they got a good time stead. I don't understand that. Well, to be earnest with you, Sailor Neptune, I don't really know why. It's hard to say why someone got a good time stead and we didn't. I don't know. For whatever grounds, back in the day, UPN and WB and even Fox didn't want, for whatever grounds, gave us a dead time stead. Either shows that were already on Fox and WB and UPN didn't want to shift their time deal for a new show, which that didn't seem to be the hang up for the Power Rangers at all. Every folk like they were on, it never seemed to be a hang up for them. But for us it was. And I don't know why. you know. And I'm sure some Sailor Moon follower out there is going to have their belief that it was to, fuck over my show or to make sure that my show didn't do very well in the English speaking world or whatever they believe it was done. But at the end of the day, I don't know. I mean, do you know? No. And to be earnest with you, Sailor Moon, do you know Sailor Neptune? No, I don't. You know, I'm sure everybody out there is going to have their thought and belief to why this was done. Some out there are going to have the thought and belief that I don't know, for whatever grounds, that we just got the time that we got. And cartoon was the only folk work out there at the time that gave us that good time stead. Well, everyone else did not. You know? And then the funny thing is, then they would bitch about the time, the watching, the looking. They would say, I wonder why Sailor Moon's not getting a lot of watch time. They would bitch. Is it not that good? Or is it made a time stead they put it at? Well, maybe it's a time, need be the time stead they put it at. You know? For whatever the grounds were, I don't know. I just know that was something that got done to the show back in the day. No one really truly to this day has any answer to why that was done. Just like to this day, just like the seller who sold me years ago back in June of last year why they didn't give me why they lost my handwear. Well, yeah, you're right about that. Sailor Neptune, you're right about that. So, Sailor Moon, you have anything else you want to say about it? No, I really don't have anything else more to say about it. And I don't got any answers either. I could just give you my guesses, just like anyone else coming on YouTube would then give you their guesses to why this was done. But at the end of the day, I don't know. Oh, my neck. So anyway, that's it for me. If you like that film that you saw, then go watch the film we made yesterday over here. And then follow us here at Sailor Moon for Life. I'm Sailor Moon Serena. I'm Sailor Neptune Michelle. Hope you like this film.